Hey everybody, how we doing? Hopefully good. Hopefully there's less smoke in your area than there is in ours.
Yeah.
I think I've been breathing a lot of it lately.
Ooh, I went through Washington last week. That's why we had to miss last week. But Eastern Washington, I couldn't see like 50 to 75 feet in front of me.
Wow,
It was bad. My truck cabin filter couldn't even keep it out.
that's crazy. Sorry, I'm adjusting my phone. So, in news on Keyforge stuff, there is no news on Keyforge stuff because they can't be bothered to tell us things, like anything. Like it's getting to the point, FFG, where like being like, yeah, we're working on the next set. Don't know when it'll be here. Like,
What are you
the
gonna...
next set, don't know when. Hey, I just cut that down to 9 words.
Period. Put a period.
It's
a 10.
with a punctuation mark. If you wanted to be really cute, you could like hashtag Keyforge. That way it would be easily searchable on websites. But, so yeah, we're just rolling away at our Dark Tidings tournament that initially I remember telling Tom that I wasn't sure we'd finish before the new set's out, but looks like we might be able to get all the way through it, so go us.
Nice.
Yay.
Yeah.
The reason for that yay is on Saturday we had a live event. It was 3 sets sealed. We got a Worlds Collide, a Mass Mutation, and a Dark Tidings deck, and we got to choose which order to play them in. We had to play all 3 throughout the event. It was really, really fun. I had forgotten how much fun Worlds Collide is. I pulled a double transporter platform, double navigator Ali, Book of LEQ deck.
Nice. That's fun.
On my final turn of the final game of round 3, I went from 2 amber to 14 amber and played 6 cards. And yeah, it was not very fun for my opponent watching. Well, okay, I had a really good opponent that was like, yeah, this is cool, like, do it. But I'd just forgotten how much fun Star Alliance and Worlds Collide was. Like, it only has 2 upgrades in it, but with the double transporter platforms, that's 4 amber.
Which is so nice for the transform. I love that.
And it has a walls to get back the upgrade if you need to. So, like, you could potentially... And they're both cloaking dongles, so they aren't, like, super cool, but...
Which isn't too impressive. But
it generates a lot of amber.
it's nice for the pips.
And it has a key charge.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah. So it can do some stuff. It's got it's Shadows Untamed Star Alliance.
Nice.
And the Shadows isn't bad, so...
My second prime, the second prime we went to, that deck had the platform, and I liked that deck.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So if you're wondering about Keyforge, Worlds Collide's pretty fun. Also, if you are in the eastern United States near an Ollie's has recently gotten in Age of Ascension. And you can pick up a starter for $5 or a display for $8.
Wow.
And if you aren't playing Keyforge, like, $8 is a whole lot of hours of fun with AOA. Like, you probably aren't winning a major tournament with one of those decks, but you and a friend crack 6 of those decks across the table from each other and just play a tournament out with them.
Yeah.
Like, you're getting a ton of fun for $8.
Especially this format where everybody gets to play a deck.
Yeah.
Instead of one person.
Yeah. Just doing round robin stuff.
Yeah.
If you're near an Ollie's, I have family in Oklahoma, and they are searching for me.
Nice.
Best family ever. Because they went down to their local Ollie's, and they went, well, it's not in, but we're going to check later this week again. So,
Nice.
We might be getting some cheap AOA in the future. Next up on my list of things to talk about is Keyforge 24. it's a 24-hour live streaming event that we will be participating in Sunday, September 12th.
Dinner. Sorry, I'm not trying
Yeah,
to be
no,
rude.
you're good. We are going to be live from 3 to 5 on that Sunday, Mountain Time. We'll be directly before Tabletop Royale. I think we're following Keyfrogs. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Streamers from around the world, because I believe Keyfrogs is a French stream. I know that Keyforge Taiwan is going to be doing some streaming. Keyforge Portugal, Blake from Help from Future Self, Tabletop Royale, Jupiter's doing some streaming. So yeah, really, really hoping. We'll probably have the channel on right away. I will plan on rating the channels that are participating. So I'm hoping it'll be a good time. And yeah, yeah, it'll be a fun time. We're gonna do sealed, and we are going to be giving away a deck from each set during our 2-hour streaming block. So that'll be lots and lots and lots of fun. Did I miss a notification? It's not giving me notifications. Yeah, so every half hour or so we will be giving away a new deck.
Should be good.
So, and we'll just ship those out. So, if you're the only person that's watching us at the time, like you're gonna get 5 free decks. Like,
should be fun.
Yeah.
Be like raking in the decks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I've got some Coda and some AOA, and some Dark Tidings still sealed, and we'll pick up some Worlds Collide and some Mass Mutation decks.
I got World Collide. I
So,
don't
yeah.
have any.
Mass Mutation?
No, I don't have any Mass Mutation.
Yeah. Mass Mutation are like the gotta open 'ems.
Worlds Collide's my second favorite. I got some of those.
Yeah. Alrighty. Let's get to it. We are going to be starting with Professor versus Spirit.
Nice.
Professor is a Saurian Sanctum Untamed deck. I actually really like the looks of this deck, except for one major problem. The major problem being it has 2 Orpheon lands chosen and 2 Orpheal Seas chosen.
Those are the guys, depending on the tide, is what they do.
Yeah. But it's got a lot of other fun stuff in here. It's got like a Urian, double ostracized, double crushing charge. It's got a High Priest Torvus with a city-state interest. Spoils of Battle. Cerarium, which is really good. It's got some good Sanctum. It's got a Faust. But it's not going to do much. It's one of those decks that I look at and I like the way it looks, and I'm like, this is one of those decks that is built like the Magic decks I used to play back in the day, where I just wanted to play a bunch of green creatures and stomp on somebody's face. So yeah,
We have a lot of overlap today.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's Sanctum Saurian night.
Yeah.
There's only one deck that has neither of those houses, and Tom's playing it right now.
Well, I have Volcath. What are the odds we have 2 Volcath decks? And I'm probably saying it wrong.
Flucanth?
Yeah.
Flucanth is such a good card. Oh, it's such
I
a
brought
good
one,
card.
you're playing one.
I'm pretty. No, you're playing one.
Well, I'm playing
Yeah.
one, you brought one,
Yeah.
that's what I meant.
Yeah, we each had one in the pod tonight.
I think
that
I only
card-
own one.
That card is sweet. Heads or tails?
I'm going to go heads tonight.
I don't know what it is. I just threw it across the
tails.
room, basically.
It's tails.
Our local store is doing a new player Keyforge event this weekend, and they're basically giving people decks for free, and they had me go through the decks to kind of evaluate whether, they were really good or good for new players or, what. And in this pile of, it was basically AOA decks with like one mass mutation and like 2 coda. There was a Heart of the Forest Grump Buggy deck.
Oh, jeez.
And I went, nope.
Don't give that.
No. And then there was another Heart of the Forest deck, and I was like, no, stop it.
Someone donated those.
Yeah, it just reminded me when I saw all this AOA floating around at Ollie's that somewhere out there somebody's gonna pull a Heart of the Forest deck that is gonna make it far at a tournament, and somebody's gonna get really, really angry and rip it into shreds and give them $8 and say go buy a new display. It won't be me because I firmly believe in artifact removal. First couple games is always hard because you don't know what the deck wants.
Yeah. It's really hard with this one because it's 3, 2, 1.
I'd say if you've got a Theory or Conjecture or a PI Sweven in hand, it's probably worth keeping.
Well, I get to play as many as I want, but
I knew I had to throw mine back. Both crushing charges in your opening hand is not a good take.
I'm going to mulligan as well. I don't want my ransack so early.
Yeah. Although I will say it really depends on the deck I'm sitting across from, especially in Dark Tidings. Like, if you're across from a, like, Chelonia Deepwater growing deck, this is not.
I didn't look at your deck.
This is double Instrument of Silence, triple Way of the Pixie.
Nice.
This has 5 upgrades in Untamed. There's not a whole lot.
I had Theory or Conjecture, but I had an Infomorph to go with him. So I'm like, do I play that first turn? And then I'm sitting there in case you drop something big. I have no removal to get rid of anything.
Yeah.
And then if you don't get any Amber, I'm sitting there with Ransack doing nothing.
Okay. Orpheon. Draw 1.
And that's Reap Capture.
Reap Capture 2 if the tide is low. He gets +3 armor and gains Reap Capture 2. But since the tide is nothing, he's a 3 power.
And what's he get if the tide's low?
If the tide is low, he has +3 armor and gains Reap Capture 2.
Oh, jeez. Shadows Scooped. Do 2 damage to him. Secret Needle. And Trickle Down Theory.
Raising the tide.
Unfortunately. So I'm glad I played the right order there.
Untamed. Miliob. Flumph. Play Beach Day. Get a pip. Return Flimp to my hand, play Flimp.
What's Beach Day do?
Return a creature to its owner's hand. If the tide is high, gain 1.
Okay.
It's a really good card. I will draw 3, pass turn.
What's he do? Fight what?
Before fight, enrage the creature Meliope fights in each of that creature's neighbors. And while the tide is high, it gains skirmish.
Okay. Unfathomable. Hookmaster. Wrath of Rain. Choose one to return 2 enemy creatures and a capture icon. I'm going to return those 2 to your hand. Drawing 2.
Saurian. Play Serarium. Gain 1.
What's that do?
Each creature with the lowest power cannot reap. Cannot ostracize, lose 1. Purge the Hookmaster. Discard ostracize. Play City State Interest to capture there. Ready, draw 2.
One more time what that does.
The creature with the
Lowest power
cannot reap.
Okay. Lovely.
So if there's a tie, none of them can reap. Because it's each creature with the lowest power cannot reap.
Okay. Perfect. It's nice having small creatures here.
Mm-hmm. That's why I played it. I'm looking across the table at Shadow's Logos. Okay, armor.
Yep. I just didn't want to pay myself. Bone Cath. Draw 2, and hopefully I get more than a 2/2/2 here.
Oh, well.
What could you do? It's Keyforge, right?
Sanctum. Reap. You don't have any to capture. Play Larry of the Lake. Marshall Ewer to raise the tide.
The tide is high, but I'm holding on. I'm gonna
Ready.
be your
Draw 2.
one.
Logos. Taking the tide. Theory or conjecture to play the top card. Hornswoggle. Pip. Australis. Armadrone. Australis. Draw 3, shed a chain.
Sanctum, because I think that this turn's big enough for it to really matter.
That's not good for me.
How to do this?
I think my roadkill stick is not good.
Okay, so this is how we do this. Marshall Ewer is going to fight and kill Australis Seaborg, taking 2. That raises the tide. Larry of the Lake is going to fight Australis Seaborg, taking 2. Only got 3. Orpheon is going to reap because it's the same. Then I'm going to play Cleansing Wave for 4. I will ready, draw 1, and check with 7. Wonder the entire game as to whether that was actually the correct play or not, because I only got to play 1 card.
Shadows. Omni. Doesn't have to be shadows, but I'm still doing it.
Right.
Seeker Needle. Seeker Needle.
That deck really wanted a Legacy Bad Penny.
Yeah, it did. Take the tide. Up to 5. Jackie Tar. Seeker Needle here. Ransack. Steal 1. And nothing. Draw 4. And shed a chain. You gotta do the cleansing wave before somebody drops a board wipe or something with that much damage on the board.
Well, that's...
And you added
It's
damage.
like Marshall, or Larry of the Lake fighting there was actually 2 amber. Marshall, you were fighting was 1 amber, so it was like, it was a wash here, but it was a gain here.
Yep.
So...
But you cleared a guy off the board,
Mm-hmm.
gained an amber.
Sanctum. Urian. Orpheon is going to reap. Capture 2. Marshall Ewer is going to fight and kill the Armadrone. Taking none because of 1 power. Raise the tide. Larry is going to reap. We'll draw 1. Pass turn.
Take the tide.
This has 11 Sanctum creatures in one action.
Nice. Unfathomable. Abandoned ship to return all 4 of those to your hand. Reap. There's no enemy creatures.
Yep.
I can't reap with him. I can't fight with him because of that. Storm Surge, you can't ready on your next turn. I will draw 1 and shed the 6 chains.
Alrighty. Sanctum, you're in. Marshal, you are to raise the tide. Larry, Orpheon, Staunch Knight. Draw 1, pass turn.
Logos.
I'm feeling these are going to be slow matches tonight.
Yeah, mostly my thinking process. Phyla to draw. Master of the Pit. Master of the Theory. Armadrone.
How'd you have 5 cards in hand?
Draw icon.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, you should have drawn for...
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And I will reap here. Destroy here to raise the tide.
Yep.
I'll draw 2 and shed a chain.
Untamed. Instrument of Silence. Way of the Pixie. Way of the Pixie. Miliobe. Flumph. Ready. Draw 5.
Killed the wrong guy. That happens. Unfathomable. Reap. Exhaust here. Sink or swim. Exhausting here and his two neighbors. You can discard a random card or that. And then sleep with the fishes to destroy all exhausted creatures. Draw 2 and shed a chain.
Sanctum. Orpheol, Orpheon, Larry. Draw 3.
This is the one that gets one for. Yeah. He's gonna fight in there.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Reap to kill there. Phyla to draw one, the draw icon. Hide your cataloger. Reap.
No.
Oh, because he's a 1. Can't reap with any 1s. It's a whole lot of 1s that are useless. Okay. He is just going to sit there and be pretty. I'll draw 1 and shed a chain.
Saurian. High Priest Torvus. Faust. Exalting Flumph. Sorry.
It's okay.
Exalting Flumph.
We know what you meant.
Ostracize. Lose 1. Purge Jackie Tar. Spoils. That's what I was. Capture. And then capture, capture. Ready. Draw 4.
Logos. Play him there. Draw one.
How? Oh, Phyla.
Phyla.
Okay. I was like, but he doesn't have a draw icon because the Phylas have draw icons.
Yep. Armored drone's gonna run in here.
You mean Seapork?
I mean, Seapork, sorry.
Okay.
Play TI to draw.
Mm-hmm.
Play Theory or Conjecture to play the top card. Miasma Bomb. Phyla's gonna finish here. Trading. Armored drone's gonna kill there.
I'm not gonna kill there. How's it gonna kill there? It's got 1 power.
Oh, I'm sorry. Steal there. So sorry. He's got 3 armor. He's got 1 power though. Then he is not gonna reap. He's gonna run into Flumph as well. And I will draw 1 and pass turn. I don't know that I've seen this many artifacts in a while.
I don't know that I've had this many turns where I can't activate a creature in a while. It's going to be long games tonight with nothing going on, people. Sanctum. Play Bulwark. Play Aja. Larry is going to fight and kill Armadrone because 2 assault. Orpheon is going to reap. Capture 2. Yep. And yeah, I think I take the tide. So you're still fighting with... No. That's why I killed the Armadrone. Not taking the tide. I will draw 2.
Shadows. Double Seeker Needle, my PA Swaven.
Okay. Gain 1.
Seeker Needle here. Discard Jackie Tar. Play Hard Simpson. Play Francis. Draw 3 and shed a chain.
This wouldn't be a bad deck if the Untamed wasn't so awful.
It hurts when you get one bad house.
Untamed. Because I don't have a frickin' choice. Because eventually I have to get worthless cards out of my worthless hand. Go. Nothing did anything. You still forged for 7. You can generate Amber, and I can either reap with Sanctum and never play a card, or play cards that do nothing. That's what this entire game's felt like.
No good.
Excited to have to play this deck again.
Yeah. Okay, Unfathomable. Abandoned Ship.
Oh, you redrew that.
Here. Here. That's 3, right?
Yep.
Here. Call of the Void. Exhaust. Here. Bubbles to bounce him to top of your deck. Brain Drain to look at your hand. Choose a card, put it on top of their deck. Well, you got me either way.
What, kill all my own creatures with the crushing charge?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to do, Tom, is kill everything I have.
Well, yeah.
Because you have cards with pips. Like, there's...
I get what you're saying.
I have 2 creatures with more than 4 power, Tom.
I hear you.
2. Okay, you win. Again, excited to play this deck all night.
Yeah. You could draw a bad penny for this deck.
It seemed to generate Amber just fine.
I know, but it'd be so fun with the triple.
You're on Dulce and I'm on Monsieur. This is one of those things where cannot wait to be done with this round so that the number of those decks is gone. Not bad decks, just decks that take 8 weeks to do anything.
Yeah.
I'm going to play 4 cards, and then I'm going to watch my opponent deal with those 4 cards and generate amber, and then I'm going to play 4 more cards. Like, the only reason I forged a key there was because I refused to do anything but play 1 card for 3 turns in a row. That's not necessarily a game plan you want in your deck. Oh, well, if I keep drawing 1 Sanctum card and can play 1 Sanctum card for literally the rest of the game, I get to forge keys.
That's not a recipe you want.
No.
You can just concede the deck if you want.
No.
Want to try it?
We'll play it out.
Okay. It's hard. It's frustrating.
Hopefully the rest of the games go faster. That's... Because I guarantee that when we get into the bracket, all those games are going to be faster because the decks that are in there actually manage to generate amber and do things. I think we have maybe 1 that wins by attrition.
It's hard though. Sometimes it's matchup. It's like I gain amber, I take it away. I gain amber, I take it away. It's like, oh.
Well, like with that deck, there's 3 ostracizes in there, but there's like 3 pips. So
Yeah.
what do you do? Just gain a pip and then
Tails.
throw it away? Heads. What do we have here? This deck might be good. The funny thing is, just from a glance at the list, I think this deck loses to that deck. Maybe. I think it really depends on the order of things. That order is just terrible. Does this deck have a creature? So it's got 2 ostracizes, some more removal, a strange ordination, a doorstep, some more removal, and a Faust.
Yeah.
That's not looking very fun.
The ordination was cool though with the capture on it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is always fun when you get more than 3 pips.
The bad thing about it is it can only be played if the tide is high.
Yeah. So you're taking some chains unless you got something to... I can't remember if that one's got anything to raise it.
Nothing in Sanctum, which is what you want. You really want a Marshall Ewer.
Yeah.
Nothing in Saurian.
So you're chaining yourself.
You're chaining yourself every time. There's nothing in this deck that raises the tide.
Nice. So 32 chains, here you come.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Quad Lyria the Lake deck.
Did something happen?
I didn't do it. I was sitting over here the whole time.
That was weird.
What happened?
Sorry about that, guys. It's just a... I don't know what it's doing. Internet completely die? Let's try that. Okay. Drawing 6. Is yours working?
Yep.
Okay. Mine is not.
Mine, these are a little scary. I bought 2 for $2. I think they're roadkill.
I'll play Barster and draw 1.
Alright. Play Carpa Venom. And Gladiodontus. Draw 3. I have not eaten any food today, so I had to get something.
I'm going to call Unfathomable. I will abandon ship your Gladiodontus to return it to your hand.
So technically Gladiodontus can unstun and ready.
Nope, it has to fight a Reap to ready.
It says first time he's used.
No, it says fight Reap.
Oh, it does. Oh, okay.
Play Storm Surge,
Can't ready.
Volcanth, Netcaster. Draw 4.
Alright, I'm getting whooped.
That's the thing, Unfathomable against creature heavy decks. Like,
Yep. Gladiodontus, I'll stun him. Medicus Lacus. Draw 1.
okay. Unfathomable. Fought a Crater. Oh, there's none to capture. Sink or Swim to discard a card from your hand. They're still exhausted. Storm Surge.
Yep.
Reap with Guilt Spine. Reap with Volcanth. Discard Maelstrom. Ready. Draw 3.
Hornswoggle. Gas Pipe Economist.
If I had one Unfathomable card in hand. That might be worth it. Sanctum. General Salvador. Gormavom. Barster Joya is gonna fight and kill gas pipes. Taking 2. And then I'm gonna Grand Melee to kill the Frank. Alrighty. Draw 3.
Shadows. Finishing Blow. Kill Barrister. Finch Cloak. Cement Shoes. Raise the Tide. Draw 3.
Saurian. Sorry about that, the Gladiodontus. Wait, hold on. Never mind. Because you gain one. Okay.
You said it, I'll take it.
Unfathomable. Play Frigorific Rod. Capture. Take the Tide. Reap to tap all your guys. Reap. Ready. Shed a chain.
Unfathomable. Bestiary. Unstun here.
Oh, you mean Saurian? You said Unfathomable.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't even have
I know, I
apologize.
didn't even catch that until...
Sorry about that. Then ostracize, lose one, purge here. Take the Tide. Draw one, shed a chain.
Saurian. Sorry about that, the Gladiodontus.
That kills him, right?
Mm-hmm. Destroy a creature and its controller gains one. Play Sensor Philo. Discard Crushing Charge. Shed a chain, draw 3.
Sanctum. Shifting battle lines.
You don't technically have to move it, by the way.
Yeah, I want to keep it pretty. Bring low. Leery the Lake. Leery the Lake. Gorm. Draw 5. Shed a chain.
Okay. Sanctum.
Plus you have that freaking card in your deck.
Raise the Tide. Gorm your Gorm.
What? I just got it. It's not even ready yet.
Play Doorstep. Lose one. Play Honor or Glory to deal 3 damage to each creature not on a flank. Then I'm getting a Mighty Lance to kill both of them.
What is that?
Deal 3 to a creature and 3 to a neighbor of that creature. And a Strange Ordination.
Why was he still alive?
Because he has +4 power because the tide is high.
But I raised the Tide on my turn.
I literally just dealt him damage right now with Honor or Glory.
Oh, okay.
And capture. Salvador is going to kill the Finch Cloak. And I'm going to fully heal the Photic Raider and gain 1 using Healer Harm. Well, ready. Shed a chain, draw 5, and check with 10. I should have done that differently. Oh well. I should have used Healer Harm to fight into Finch Cloak, because Sensor Philo would not take the damage, because Finch Cloak had Amber, and then Reaped. It would have been a 1 Amber gain.
You still got plenty.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, I'm talking to the audience about what would have been the optimal play there if I hadn't gotten such a hurry and not thought about it.
Marshall Ewer, Raise the Tide. Leery of the Lake. Hammergram. Reap. I've been past check 22 times.
Forge. Just don't think that's worth it. Sanctum, Urian, Staunch Knight, Reap. Shed Chain, draw 2. Pass turn.
Sanctum, Staunch Knight to capture 1 onto himself. Marshall Ewer's going to kill there.
Taking 1.
None.
Oh,
He's got armor for months.
that's right.
These 2 are going to kill him.
Okay.
Taking 1 each.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just making sure I was right before I said it out loud. Draw 2. And pass turn.
Sanctum. Play Radiant Truth to stun both your Larry of the Lakes. Reap. Kill this Larry. Shed Chain, draw 1. Check with 6.
dinosaurs. Swallow whole, choosing here and here. 2 creatures. Purging here, giving him 4.
I wasn't doubting. I was just...
I read it 3 times just to... Then city state interest. Draw 2.
Saurian, Cornison, wipe clear, which all it does is the pip because everything has armor. Ready, shed the last chain, draw 3.
Sanctum. Larry of the Lake. Marshall Ewer's gonna kill here.
How?
No, he's a 4. Never mind, he's gonna reap. He's gonna kill there.
Taking 1?
No, he's got 2, 4, 6.
Oh, right.
Armor.
Sorry.
Yep.
Missed the second Larry.
Unstunning. Draw 1. Pass turn.
Unfathomable. General Sherman.
Oof. He does it.
Horrid Sign-In, Abyssal Zealot. Ready. Draw 4. Check with 8.
Sorry about that. Cornison, City State. Draw 3.
Saurian. Ostracize. Staunch Knight. Ostracize. Cornison. Ankleo formation. Doesn't matter. Faust to Exalt. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I keep doing that. Play Coliseum. Ready, draw 1, shuffle, and draw 4 more. They're perched.
Okay. I have no clue why everyone's deciding to message me tonight. giving me canning lids. That's why.
Pass turn.
Okay. Alright. Marshall Ewer's gonna kill Faust, taking none. Barrister Joy up. Reap. Draw one.
Saurian. Carpe Venum. Exalt. Ankleo formation. Choosing Cornus and Octavia. Take the tide. Cornison is going to kill this Larry of the Lake. Has skirmish from Ankleo formation. Sorry about that. To kill Marshall Ewer. And you gain 1. Check with 10. Ready. Shed a chain. Draw 3. Oh.
Shadows, Ransom. Take the tide. Sea Urchin. For wallet.
Your Sea Urchin dies and you gain 1.
I got armor.
Oh.
Finch Cloak. But I wouldn't have stole one, so it wouldn't have mattered. It was a wash. Gain 4, or draw 4.
Oh. I disagree. That's 2 amber swing, because you would have captured onto something hard to kill, and then you would have gained 1.
Okay.
Forge.
This game's out of control. I don't think this deck can... Maybe it's just the draw order. I'm not sure.
And... Unfathomable.
Okay.
Lord Sinon's gonna reap. Bissell Zealot's gonna reap. Maelstrom.
What's that do? Put everybody on top?
Yep, in a random order. I get 2 treats.
That's game. I can't stop you from forging.
Okay. Yep. One of those nights. Interestingly enough, I think this deck can actually pull off a Colosseum.
Yeah, you got a lot of fighters in that, and I got nothing here on this one.
Well, as soon as your Sanctum board was gone, but that took a week. That's the thing, is it's, you know...
It's got amber control, but it just drew weird.
Well, yeah, that game was a lot closer than it looked because it was who's going to draw removal. Okay, I'm on the deck you just played, and you're on It's the Losers. This deck has a Brend?
Yeah, I never got to.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that counts.
I had Brand, I had...
I'm not mad you didn't play it. I'm just saying, like...
I had 3 ways to give him damage and kill him, but I never got to it. That's what I'm saying. It drew weird.
Kerwallop with Finishing Blow on Brand is gross.
Cement Shoes, Finishing Blow.
But Kerwallop with Finishing Blow is, like, ugh.
It's got 2 ways in Saurian to kill him.
Sorry about that. It's actually a really good way to kill him.
Yep.
So you can order the They Gain one before you steal, so... There just isn't a whole lot of fun deck to play tonight. Like, even winning, it's a slog. I think the winner of this pod's going to have some troubles.
I won the first game.
Yeah.
You won the
No,
first
I was saying, like, even winning that
Even
last
winning.
game,
I thought
it
you
was a
said I'm winning.
slog.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it was a
that's what I'm
slog and
saying.
it sucked. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. I'm surprised I'm 50-50. Lately I've been...
Lately, you've been winning the first game and then losing 5, so...
Yeah. So, we'll probably keep that trend, especially since I'm on this one.
I don't know, this...
This is the one you got crushed with on the first one, right?
Oh, I wouldn't say crushed. I would say that
Heads.
if a deck has no removal,
Well, you got 3 pips.
you're gonna lose. This deck does not have that much removal. It's got Amber control, but
If you can get all of those Larrys on there, quad Larrys is stupid.
yeah,
And if I can't get rid of them,
I will keep this.
I'm not keeping that.
Actually, I'm not going to keep this. No. Sorry, I forgot what deck I was playing against. I was like, Brand, because he's probably going to get some Amber early because there's Untamed in that. So I can Brand, and then I can sorry about that, the Brand. But, no. No, you can't.
Not 3
Because
pip deck.
that deck, yeah. How many pips are in that deck?
You counted last week, it was like 3.
Was it 3? I thought... It's been 2 weeks, Tom.
It was 2 weeks. 1, 2, 3.
I mean, TTR had a deck make it to their finals that only had 1 pip. I think it was a better deck than that, but...
You better have a big board and some
I
removal.
think it did things. I think a 5 upgrade Untamed is not necessarily what a person's looking for. With no protection. that deck had some taunts in it, like the 3-way of the Pixies would be really good, but... Okay. Is what it is.
Urine.
Shadows. Cement shoes to deal it damage. Frank, Finchcloak. Draw 4.
Leary. Bulwark. Reap. 4.
You gotta raise the tide first.
Oh, yeah.
And you're reaping for 4.
Draw 1, shed a chain.
Shadows. Reap. I have less than you, so I steal 1. Finishing blow. Urine. Gas pipes. And Frank, what do you do? Just reap. Check. Draw 2.
Saurian. Faust. Sararium. Spoils of battle. Capture 1 on Leary. Draw 3. Shed a chain.
Sanctum. Take the tide. Hammergram to kill Larry. Barrister. Larry. Larry. Badge Magus. Ready? Shed a chain. Draw 4. Pass turn.
Sanctum. Marshall Ewer. Raise a tide. Kill there. Taking 2. No. Yes.
Yep.
Drawing 1. Shed my last chain.
And that's a decent play. So we're gonna do that. Sanctum. Take 3 chains and raise the tide. Play Staunch Knight. Capture 1. Badge Magus is going to fight and kill the Bulwark. Has 2 armor from Larry, so we'll take 2. That will allow me to fight with Frank on Marshall Ewer. We both gain 1. Fight with Gas Pipes on the Marshall Ewer. Before fight, Marshall Ewer's going to capture 1. Then they trade. Wait, they don't trade. Gas Pipes has 2 armor. Cannot reap. Barster Joya will reap. And Larry will sit there. Then I'm going to play Shifting Battlefield to capture onto Frank. Ready, check with 11. Should have changed, draw 2. I thought this deck had 3 Larrys, not 4.
Saurian. Ostracize to kill here. Faust to trade here.
Okay.
Draw 2.
Shadows. Hobnobber. Reap. Ready, check with 7. Should have chain, draw 1.
Untamed. Spore Gorger. Way the Pixie. Ritual. Flumph.
Saurian. Hedonistic Intent.
What's that do?
Exalts each flank creature. Carpe Venum. Swallow Hole. Barrister Joya. Spore Gorger. City State Interest. Should have chain, draw 4.
This deck really sucks.
It really, really does.
I can finally kill you, but I make you forge, so pretty much game over.
This deck has some plays, though. When you aren't against Unfathomable.
Untamed. Keyfrog. No. Discard card Keyfrog. Discard Way the Pixie.
Wait, discard Way of the Pixie instead and not
'Cause
just
he
put it
can't
on.
reap.
Oh, right. Right.
Because I'm never going to play anything lower. You would, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Does this deck have any 2 power? Well, it's got a sea urchin.
He's going to fight. I'll take the Tide.
Okay.
Floop is going to kill Larry.
Okay.
Draw 1, shed a chain.
Shadows. Hornswoggle. Use your ritual balance to tap it. Reap.
This game. I didn't forge a key.
Well,
I got my crushing
that first
charge.
game took an hour, and I forged 1 with that deck. That's why I was saying.
I just got my crushing charge right after you put 2 amber on my guy and you got 4 amber. So I couldn't play my crushing charge after you got that.
Yeah,
board
no,
out.
it's the 2 crushing charges in that deck are bad cards for
Yeah.
that deck because it has a whopping 2 creatures that are over 4 power. It's got Senator Quintina and Cornus and Octavia in that deck. Everything else is 4 power or lower.
Terrible.
I will say this. This is really weird. Tom's katanas are miscut. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but they're kind of miscut. Not legal for organized play right there. Good thing we aren't doing organized play. This pod. Okay, this deck had some plays. This deck was alright as long as it wasn't grinding out against Unfathomable. I think the Unfathomable is actually what's slowing us down. That was Dolce. Dolce wins 1. Professor is out. But an upset could knock something else out. That's why I didn't remove it. Because it would put Bellamy in immediately. And that might be an upset match. So, Spirit versus Bellamy. Okay, if Tom loses this game, nobody has to play Professor again. Because we'll just call the last one a wash because they'll both... No. If Tom wins this game, we don't have to play Professor again. If you lose this game, you've got to play Professor again.
Nice.
Win, Tom.
I never try to lose. I had more 2/2/2 hands that game than I've ever had, I think.
It doesn't matter with that deck. You can have 4 Untamed cards in your hand. You still don't want to call Untamed.
No. Then the next turn I drew the Instrument of Silence, which is the fight gain 1. The turn after I got the Reap gain 1. It's like, sheesh.
This is a win and in.
For the green? For
Both of them.
Monsieur?
They're both 1-0.
Oh, okay. 1-0. This one's played twice.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Nope. Dolce's played twice.
Oh.
And these 2 have played twice.
Okay.
I was talking about your miscut katana sleeves.
Oh, yeah.
And the sadness that is that.
Yeah.
Not legal for tournament play, that's for sure.
From the same box, too.
Yeah. Never seen them do that. Like, mine are... I don't think I've ever had any of mine do that. It's crazy. Should have emailed somebody.
I probably did it 3 minutes before I had to be here, so I haven't. Tails.
6, 7. Okay. Let's see what's up. What's up? What's up? There are things about this hand I really, really like, but it does have 2 of those, so the redraw should be alright. Okay. So, that's okay. It's a whatever. This, like, I don't mind keeping that if I'm playing against, like, anything that's going to generate amber, honestly, because Ransack's just basically a steal one with luck involved.
Yeah.
The reason I'm really tempted to keep this hand is because Theory or Conjecture can archive the top 2.
Yeah. That's
Like-
always a good first turn.
Like, that's always a good first turn play, is being able to see more cards. I
don't like it when you're going second and you have a crappy turn.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing last time. Was I had a crappy rest of my hand, and you said maybe keep it, but the rest of my hand was crap. So then,
Yeah.
if I would have had a strong play, other than what's the guy that Infomorph? Infomorph was my only other logos card.
Right, yeah.
If I would have had P.I. Swaven, yes, I'm keeping that, playing that. But I did not.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Theory or Conjecture is no Eureka, but it's not terrible.
No, not at all.
It's no Eureka, it's no Archon's Callback, but it's not terrible.
No, it's decent. Love setting up hands with it. Come on. There we go.
Okay.
Fire.
Asthma Bomb. Draw 1. Go.
General Sherman, Volcath. Draw 3.
Logos. Phyla to draw from the icon. Seaborg to draw. Infomorph to draw. Armadrone. Master the Theory.
Nice.
Ready. Draw 2.
Unfathomable. Reap. Exhausting these 3. Reap. Sink or swim to discard a card from your hand.
This could be huge.
Not huge.
Not huge.
I'll draw 1 past turn.
Okay. Unfathomable. Play Wrath or Ruin, capture, destroy a flank creature. Play Guiltspine Netcaster. Do a damage to Velucanth. And then I'm going to abandon ship to return Velucanth to your hand. I will ready. Draw 4. Pass turn. This deck is stupid. Oh, it's not very good. But it's got some really, really bad hands. Like some really, really bad hands.
Saurian. Sorry about that. Destroy Armadrone. Cornison. Faust. Draw 2.
Do I take the off turn? I think I have to take the off turn. Shadows. Trickle down theory to raise the tide. 3 Seeker Needles. Draw 4. I feel I'm not saying it's a bad thing to have these 4 artifacts in your deck. I will unequivocally say that it is not a very fun turn to play all 4 of them and pass turn. It's just not.
Sanctum. Grand Melee. Gorm. Urian. Draw 3.
Logos. Phyla to draw. Armadrone to draw. Infomorph is going to fight and trade with Faust. Seaborg is going to fight and kill Urian. Reap with Phyla. Ready. Draw none, pass turn.
On there.
Unfathomable. Bubbles on top.
Jeez.
Sink or swim to exhaust all three of them. Hookmaster, draw. Velucanth, Voice of Racazel. Ready? Draw 4.
Take the tide.
Your creatures have +1 power and +1 armor.
Bears for Joya. Staunch Knight. Strange Ordination. Capturing 1 on Staunch Knight. One power and 1 armor.
Mm-hmm.
Healer harm to ready Staunch Knight and kill here.
Okay.
Taking 1. Draw 3. Shed a chain.
Okay. Unfathomable. Take the tide. Play Brain Drain.
What's that do?
I get a look at your hand, choose a card, and put it on top of your deck. Doorstep. Play Storm Surge. Velucanth is going to fight Barst or Joya. My guys have +1 power and +1 armor now, so we'll take 3. It dies because yours no longer have +1 power and +1 armor.
Doing the
Yeah.
math on the armor.
And I'm going to exhaust these 3. Nope, because that's still alive, so it's got to be those 3. I will Reap with Bubbles and Reap with the Voice of Racazel. I will say check with 6, shed a chain, and draw 1. Be right back.
he screwed me all up. I can't do anything. That's the one thing with these unfathomable decks. If you get a good disruption one, it's like a good disc deck, you're just done. You are done. If you get your unfathomable. All my unfathomable still in here. So you gotta hope you get it when you need it. If not, you're just screwed. Plus he got to see my hand at the right time, so he knew exactly what I have. So it is what it is. But what can you do? So I can't get to check this turn. I can't take him off check. And I'm going to give him 2 amber because I'm going to pop the whole board with Maelstrom. But I've got to do it. So
It's chilly in here.
it is. Got the AC like it's still 110 outside.
Got the AC set at 72.
Maelstrom. If you get a good fathomable deck, you just win this whole tournament. The disruption's just like disc disruption. You can't do anything.
Well, it's
about
even
it.
worse in set. Like,
Yeah.
I think out of set, I don't think Unfathomables is good. So there's too many decks that just win off of play effects and,
Yep.
you know.
And I can't ready, so I'm gonna draw 3, shed a chain.
Okay. Forge. Call Shadows. Play Hard Simpson. Seeker Needle Hard Simpson 3 times to steal 3. Play Jackie Tar. Play Scooped on Velucanth. Deal it 2, and it captures 1 from its own side. And I will pass turn. Checking with 6. Forge. Call Shadows. Reap. Reap, dealing 6 damage. Hornswoggle. What is...
Oh, I thought Hornswoggle was the big
No,
one,
no.
man.
Hornswoggle's the
Artifact.
use an enemy artifact. Ransack for 1. Seeker Needle Hard Simpson. Gain 1, he dies. Seeker Needle, Jackie Tar. Gain 1. Shed the last chain. Draw 2.
Staunch Knight, Doorstep. It's a waste of my life. Draw 2. Concede next turn. Generate 1 amber.
Well, you got Cornicen on the board. And I don't have a way to out-generate Cornicen. Logos, well, yet. Play Violet, draw. Play Seaborg, draw. Armageddon, draw. Phyla, draw. Theory or Conjecture to archive the top 2. Draw 2. Pass turn.
Saurian, Carpa Venom. White clear.
Takes 1.
He's gonna kill there.
Okay.
Capture 2. Draw 3.
Unfathomable. Play Call of the Void to exhaust Cornicen Octavia, and then Sleep with the Fishes to kill Cornicen Octavia.
That's game.
Okay.
Shadows that actually steals and Unfathomable that actually removes stuff. It's game over.
Well, and it's draw order. I mean, it is.
Yep.
Because, I mean, I got all of that at just the right time. I mean, if I hadn't brain drained then, I was set to go to 12. You would have blown up most of the amber that I had.
Yep.
Not hitting brain drain at that point in time. Okay. Me versus Professor.
That should be fun. This one only has...
Yeah, but this one doesn't have a way to get rid of Velucanth. I mean, think if I hadn't kept putting Velucanth on top of your deck and on top of your deck and shuffling it back in and on top of your deck, returning it to your hand,
Yeah.
that's a completely different... That card is in sealed. I think Velucanth is one of, like, the best creatures to have.
Yep.
It's so big, and it does so much work against a creature deck.
I think it has the way to make him bigger, too.
The Swallow Hole in there, right?
I thought so.
It's not in this deck, so yeah, it must be that one. Or is it in Dolce? Dolce's got the Swallow Hole.
Okay.
And I could be saying that wrong, and if I am, somebody please correct me.
Yeah, this is the one with the Coliseum. I never gotten the Coliseum out either.
I got
You
the
got it
Coliseum,
out,
but
it was late.
yeah, but it was like at the bottom of the deck. I think this matchup is the one. I think this matchup is the one that could go in Professor's favor.
Probably.
But we'll see. If it does, though, like, that's actually good for the long-term health of the tournament. I'm just being honest. Because if Professor wins this one, then we're probably going to have a only one deck advance.
Okay.
Which is good, because I don't think either of us is necessarily super interested in playing these decks over and over again.
This one has shenanigans. It's just
It's getting them.
freaking.
It's without Logos and Star Alliance, you can't build. That's the thing is, it feels like this. It feels like this set is so reliant on building things because a lot of stuff doesn't do anything from hand unless it's with its partner. Tails.
And having to take 12 chains in order to make your.
And that's the thing. Like, I think out of set, a lot of these decks will play differently because you aren't fighting for the tide. I'm okay with taking 3 chains and being like, okay, your Coda deck's gonna do way worse with 3 chains than my Dark Tidings deck that's designed to take some chains because it's got Hydra Cataloger and you know, PI Sweven and
Some draw, some archive.
some stuff that relies on the tide, like
theory or conjecture that's going to let me get a couple extra cards.
It's kind of like Urian and Larry. I'm okay with 3 chains for 2 amber.
Yeah.
Especially if you have a Hydra Cataloger, because then you're archiving a card, gaining 2 amber. It's, you know.
I've had to mulligan every stinking time, too.
I haven't even looked at my hand, to be honest with you. I'm going first.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's the problem with this deck. Like how do you keep that? But at the same time, it's got this deck's best early plays in it.
Yeah.
But how do you keep that? And how do you keep that? Like,
yeah.
Cleansing Wave is so important in this deck, I think. And it just... If this played a deck that did not... Can you imagine this deck versus a deck that doesn't have a board wipe?
Oh.
Can you imagine this deck against some of those Coda decks that just don't know how to deal with creatures?
Yeah.
This deck would just stomp them.
Run. See, and this is not... The problem is I'm mulliganing and I'm getting more stuff that I don't want at the beginning each time. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm sure I'm going to draw into all 3 of the stupid ostracizes. I'll probably get 3 ostracizes, Spoils of Battle, and Carpe Venum. Oh, it doesn't have a Carpe Venum. A Way of the Pixie with no creatures. That's probably what I'm going to get. 6. Welp. This has been fun. Flumph.
Honor and glory your flumph.
Oh no, not the flumph.
And urine down my leg. Draw 3.
Crushing Charge, kill the Urian. Play Faust. Discard Ostracize. Not Exalting Faust. Draw 2, shed the chain from Crushing Charge.
Sorry about that, Faust. Cornison, play my own Faust. Not exalting him. It's too freaking early just to give you an amber.
Sanctum. Larry. Draw 3. It's like the literal definition of a wet noodle fight going on right now.
I think you have it. Coliseum. Cornison's gonna kill here. Faust is gonna kill there.
How do I have it? Your creatures are living. Coliseum now has 2 counters on it.
I think you have Gorm, is what I'm talking about.
No. It's in the deck.
That's what I'm saying.
No, it's not in the deck. No. There's no artifact. That's this deck. This deck has Gorm and that deck has Gorm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I knew there was 2 decks that had Gorm.
Yep. Untamed. Miliobe. Instrument. Mookling. Draw 3.
round if you fight me too?
Yep. Yep, if my creatures are destroyed, it still counts. Just it's my creatures that have to be destroyed, not yours.
Unfathomable. Guilt Spine. Frigorific Rod. Capturing on the Cornison. Spark Fist. Storm Surge.
Saurian. Senator. Torvis. City State Interest. On to Senator. Draw 3.
Nope.
Oh, they don't ready. Yep.
Unfathomable. Spark Fist is going to kill Mookling. Frigorific Rod there. Sink or Swim to discard a random card. Reap, exhaust there.
Exalting it. No, exalting.
Oh, from him?
Yeah.
Ooh. Horrid. Draw 2.
Go.
Saurian. Ostracize.
You lose one.
I was thinking capture, but you don't have one. So I lose one. Destroy here. Or purge, I mean, not destroy. That. I'm gonna put that there so everyone is skirmish. Faust is gonna kill there. He's gonna kill there. Philo. I will draw 3.
Untamed. Fight here. Those guys are mad. I gain 1. Draw 2. You should have frickin' won the game by now. That's all I have to say.
How's that?
Sitting there just fighting away instead of you could have had 3
I keep
reaps
having-
for 2 turns now. Forged a key.
No, I was setting this up.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Take the tide. Doorstep. Radiant Truth. Barrister. Gorm. Strange Ordination. Draw 5. No, 4. Should have changed.
Untamed. Orpheal. Bulwark. Hewer to raise the tide. Staunch Knight's going to kill Barrister. Taking 3. Cleansing Wave for 2. Go.
Take the tide. Cup of Venom. Ostracize. Kill here. He's gonna kill here. Take 2. Goes to 6. Reap. Lose that. Corson. Draw 3. Should have changed.
Saurian. Purge. Purge. Go.
Reap. He's 2, so he does no damage. Maelstrom. Shed a chain.
Untamed, Ritual, Spore Gorger, Way of the Pixie, play Beach Day, return Spore Gorger to my hand, play Spore Gorger, go.
Reap. Exhaust. Reap. Kill Spine. Gorm. Draw one. Shed a chain.
Aja, Orphean, you were to raise the tide. Staunch Knight, Bulwark, go. Oh yeah, it really matters.
Reap.
Can't reap.
Oh, because the tide. Take the tide. Reap. Here. Those three. This one. Here. Reap. Exhaust here. Reap. Draw one. Draw none. Shed a chain.
About frickin' time. Yay! Last match.
We're moving along.
Yeah.
I think I get whooped here.
I don't think so. Having played both decks, I actually think that's the better deck, but we'll see. That's what it's all about.
I got Coliseum to work. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't trying to focus on it, but I didn't have any. When you said I could have reaped 3 times, I had none of those cards in my hand. So I would have just...
Yeah, but you had 4 turns of reaping 3 times. You would have had 2 keys in the time it took you to do the Coliseum.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying, was
I get that.
watching you slowly kill my creatures and playing 2 more creatures, and watching you slowly kill my creatures and playing 2 more creatures was not fun from this side of the table. And that's not your fault that the design is that way.
Yeah. I was just trying to get cards out of my hand and have, when I did reap, then I was able to play other cards too, because that's the way the Unfathomables kind of design Tales. Jeez.
I'll keep. I think this is the first hand I've kept all night.
Even when you played this, you didn't get, what's the Shadows guy that steals?
Brand.
Brand? You didn't even get him out.
Nope. Had him in my first hand that I threw away, but...
We saw him though, right? We've confirmed he's in here.
Yeah. Had it in my opening hand. Theory or conjectured archive, the top two.
Don't like it. Hedonistic intent. Draw 2.
Shadows, pick up. Trickle down to raise the tide. Seeker Needle, Seeker Needle. Ready, draw 1, pass turn.
Leery, Leery, Leery. Let's take the tide. Draw 2. Shed a chain.
Unfathomable? No, not unfathomable. Logos. Fila, draw. Infomorph, draw. Theory or conjecture to archive the top two. Ready, draw 1.
Sanctum. Leery. This Leery's gonna kill.
Elusive.
That Leery's gonna kill. And reap. Because he is annoying. Especially when you get them both. 'Cause I bet you got the other one. I'll draw 1 and shed a chain.
Pick up the archive. Call Unfathomable. Storm Surge.
Can't ready, right?
Right. Bubbles. Bounce that one.
Top of my deck.
Mm-hmm. Voice. Velucanth. Wrath or Ruin. Capture onto Voice. And return those two to your hand.
And what's that from?
Wrath or Ruin. Destroy a flank creature or return 2 enemy creatures to their owner's hands. And I will ready. And draw 3.
Sanctum. Leery, Leery. Shifting battle lines. Capture 1. Draw 1, shed my last chain.
They don't ready.
Oh, reap.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
they
don't ready.
don't.
Storm Surge.
Yep.
Logos. Fila. Draw. Armor Drone. Draw. Infomorph is going to... Let me take the tide here. Kill one of them. No. Infomorph's just going to read. Ready. Draw none.
Shadows. Brand. Sea Urchin to steal one. Kerwallop.
Cool. Dies.
I gain one.
Unfathomable. Take the tide. Play Guilt Spine, kill the Sea Urchin. With the damage pip.
Yep.
Brain Drain.
You look at them, right?
Mm-hmm. Look and choose.
Of course you do. Every effing time.
That can go back on top.
Yep. Of course it will.
Going to play Abandoned Ship to return. Oh, no. Hold the phone. Gonna reap with Bubbles. Then I'm gonna play Abandoned Ship. Return those 3 to your hand. And Bubbles to mine. Play Bubbles to put Brand back on top of your deck. Two reaps. Check with 6. Draw 3. Or draw 2. Shitting the chain.
Take the tide. Leary. Leary. Badge Magus. Leary. Leary. Draw 2. Shed a chain.
Yep. Forge. Shadows. Miasma Bomb. Seeker Needle. They have all got 800 armor. Play Hornswoggle. Ready. Shed a chain, draw 3.
Shadows. Hornswoggle, your Miasma Bomb. Brand. Draw 2. Shed a chain.
It's an interesting conundrum. So, unfathomable. Reap with the Guilt Spine. Exhaust. Reap with Bubbles. Reap with Voice of Rakazel. Use Trickle Down Theory to gain 1. Play Hookmaster. Pretty sure you don't have a way to make me raise the tide. I played this wrong. Oh well. Played it wrong. I played it wrong. Discard Call of the Void. Check with 6. Shed chain, draw 2. The thing I played wrong there is I should have not bothered exhausting the brand. I should have exhausted the Badge Magus so I could play Call of the Void and make you lose 1 and you wouldn't forge.
Yeah, I think you're doing alright. Sanctum. Hammergram. This Leery of the Lake's gonna hit here.
Okay.
Plenty of armor.
Yep.
This one's gonna finish him off. He's gonna kill here or hit here.
Yeah.
Ready here, finish him off. He's gonna hit here.
Okay.
Because he has to fight. Then he's gonna kill him.
Okay.
He's going to kill there. I'll draw 1, shed my last chain.
Forge. Call Shadows. Take the tide. Use all 3 Seeker Needles to kill the brand. Choosing to gain after the destroyed effect. Ransack to steal one. Play Frank. Ready. Draw 3.
Four reaps. He's gonna fight there.
Okay, take 3.
Oh, I gotta raise the tide. Gonna fight there. He's gonna fight there.
Okay.
He's gonna fight there and kill it. Draw none. Shed a chain.
Logos. Seaborg. Sweven. Seaborg. Hydro Cataloger. Ready.
Why'd you get a pip if you discarded it?
Oh, sorry. I meant to play it.
Oh, okay.
I was just looking at the wrong place. Draw 4.
Four reaps. He's gonna fight there. He's gonna fight there. He's gonna kill there. Draw none, shed a chain.
Shadows. Trickle down theory to gain 1. Raise the tide. Play Hard Simpson. Seeker Needle Hard Simpson 3 times. Steal 3. Jackie Tar. Jackie Tar. Oh. No, there was nothing to archive. That's why I didn't archive off Hydro Cataloger. Ready. Check with 7. Shed a chain. Shuffle and draw 2.
I'll raise the tide. Archiving. Saurian, Medicus Lacus, Paraguardian, Cornison, City State.
You get to choose because you have more than 7 creatures.
Draw 4, shed a chain.
Shadows. Play Miasma Bomb. Take the tide. Archive the top. Reap. Blow up Cornison. Reap. Blow up Badge Magus. Reap. Seeker Needle down this Larry of the Lake, gaining 1 for the final Seeker Needle. Should have chain draw 1.
All the amber control this thing has, and I can't freaking get to it. Ostracizes everything else.
Yeah, that's the difference between an efficiency house and a non-efficiency house. Like, I drew, what, 10 extra cards that game?
Yep.
Between the Phylas and the Theory or Conjectures?
Worthless.
But I'm saying, like, it wasn't anything you did. I'm saying, like, when I can sit there and bounce so that you never draw,
Yep.
and stack the top of your deck and then draw an extra 4 cards the next turn, what are you supposed to do? Like, it's, you know, it's a matchup thing. Like,
That's the combo. There's no reason to play nothing that's not Logos, Shadows, and Unfathomable in this set.
oh, I think Star Alliance is better than
Oh,
Logos.
Star Alliance. That's a good house.
Untamed is good.
I don't know if Star Alliance is better than Logos.
I think Star Alliance is better than Logos. Between Diplomatic Gung and Grand Alliance Council.
Good Star Alliance is
Yeah,
better
no.
than Logos. But medium Logos is better than medium Star Alliance.
I disagree. I think it depends on what the medium cards are. I think bad Logos is worse than bad Star Alliance. Just because of the way the commons are. I think Diplomatic Gung is better than almost any. Well,
she's one of the top cards in the whole
well,
freaking set.
let's see. Is Swevin a common?
No.
Swevin is a common.
Really?
So, Diplomatic Gung and Swevin are on the same page. I'd honestly, in-house, I would take a Gung with most Star Alliance cards over P.I. Swevin, because P.I. Swevin's costing you chains to raise the tide in Logos most of the time. Okay, so Bellamy advances and Starhand advances. So, and we never, ever, ever have to play this ever again, Tom.
Yay. Good.
I'm still sad this deck lost. Just wasn't good enough. Okay. That's that. That's really that.
Good fun. Sorta.
Yeah. I think this was the clear best deck in the pod.
Well, yeah. When you can bounce anything, keep everyone's board clear, draw 20 cards, and steal.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is like
steal at will. It's like it's kind of hard to beat.
Mm-hmm. That Hard Simpson with 3 Seeker Needles is stupid.
Yeah.
I wish this deck had another Hard Simpson. Then it'd be just gross.
Yeah. It's plenty of steel, though.
Yep.
Because you got other stuff going in there for steel.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that. I have honestly not looked at what our next groups are.
I haven't either.
Haven't pulled them out or anything. I know that that we're starting to get down. We're about halfway.
halfway through groups. It seems like I've got so many decks left.
So let's see. 2, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 24. I have 25 left. So I have over 2 displays of decks left.
Yeah.
So this is group G. 7 times. So we played 28, so yeah, we're only like a quarter of the way. 28 out of 84.
Oof. That's a lot.
Yep. So yeah.
Hopefully we'll get it.
And you've got... I've got 25 decks left, which means you've got like 40 something.
Yeah.
Our pods have been like... We've had a couple of pods that it's all 4 of my decks.
Yeah.
So...
The last 2 I think have been even.
Yeah.
But we should have a few pods coming up that are all mine. Ugh.
Yeah, we should. Let's see, what do we got next week? That one's mine. It's 1 of mine and 3 yours next week.
Which one's yours?
The Trooper of Strathworld.
Okay.
Which is...
So we're on H next week.
Yep, because this is G.
Yep.
The Trooper of Strathworld. Let's see what we got here. If I remember right, this deck was not impressive. Shadow Sanctum Star Alliance. What do we got? We got an Avenging Aura. That's a terrible card. Got a Safer Sorry. Not necessarily what you'd call great. It's got a Grand Melee, CR. It's got a Gung. Looter Pillage. Couple Grand Melees, a Hadros Wall, a Volmark. 3 Looter Pillages.
Jeez.
A Captain No Beard. I don't even remember this guy, but I haven't seen him in a while. Each of his neighbors gain taunt and reap capture 1. It's got a round table, a static collection array. Does have a Seeker Needle. Couple Shieldulators, Light Everlasting. I don't know. Sanctum Guardian. I've always really liked the art on this card. I just thought that was really cool art.
Yeah, it's a nice art card.
Yeah. Nothing super spectacular.
How many pips in that one?
Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I count pips like just straight pips, or should I count pips like I count pips?
No, just pips.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See, I would count these as pips.
Yeah, those count.
10, 11, 12, 13.
There you go. As long as you don't get them on your first turn and...
Yeah, well, and that's the thing is, like, you always mulligan.
Yeah.
Like, keeping 1's okay, because, you know...
Turn 2's okay.
The deck I'm waiting for is, I know we have a deck that's got, like, 2 Looter Pillage, and it's got, the guy who you can exalt, and then action to steal however many's on him.
Yeah.
Well, with Looter Pillage, you can play it and not exalt, and then if it's ready and alive the next turn, you can Looter Pillage to capture 3 onto it and action to steal 3.
Jeez. That works.
Which is really, really good. So...
Nice.
So yeah, that's the only one I've got next week, so that should be interesting. And then the following Sunday, we are going to be doing a special stream. It will not be part of this tournament. We might not have any Dark Tidings at all. Who knows? We'll see. Depends on a roll of the dice.
Yeah.
So,
Should be fun.
with that,
Thanks, everybody.
if you're out and about on social media, continue to bother FFG and tell them we want Keyforge news. In the meantime, take care, everybody.
Be safe.
Yep. Stay safe out there. Be kind.
Wash your hands.
Yeah. See ya.
Bye.